Hello everyone, this is Crawford or Throwaway Modeler, and today we are going to take a look at Revell's 2015 Heinkel HE70 F-2. This is a ICM original model kit which is being reboxed by Revell. It is, as I've said before, in 1:72 scale. It features 82 parts and is quite large for a 1:72 plane with 20 cm diameter. It is a scout plane after all. The box art is reasonably nice. You really can't go wrong with box art and Revell. If anything, they really do give all out on the box art. The sides, quite basic. Revell usually gives out some information about the plane or the vehicle in question on the sides, but nothing this time. We do have a few pictures of the finished model here. So that's basically it. Let's check out what's inside. Inside of the model box, we are greeted with the instructions, a decal sheet with protective film, and of course the plastic parts. So let's look at the plastic parts first. So here are the sprues. We first have a protected clear plastic part sprue, a sprue with the wings and a part of the fuselage, with the parts of the underside of the fuselage, and wing holes and wing little bit pieces, a sprue with the interior and a bit about the tail, and another sprue with the left side of the fuselage and the lower parts of the wing. This is the first sprue we are going to take a look at. At first glance there are no immediate faults, but I did notice slightly pieces of flash. You may not see it in the camera, but they are ever so slight flash on pretty much every piece there is. Though I must say I'm very impressed with ICM, what it did. You may not see it right here, but the entire model is completely riveted. The fuselage is at least. The detailing is quite gorgeous indeed. The wings have a similar treatment, and since they're not metal, they're actually wooden with covered planks. They still look really nice with the ribs you may see in the camera right here. The other part still looking gorgeous. The inside, while it isn't empty, there is quite some area for improvement. Though for this scale, it's not really a problem. So let's look at the second one. This is the second sprue, and while there are still some flash around, the quality is near perfect, especially near this piece for the fuselage and wing parts when they connect, and the riveting on the smaller piece right here, which this one. There are some details for the inside of the fuselage and some straps of the machine guns and all the little bits and pieces around. The other side doesn't really have that much detail. That's because it's not really visible when the build is finished. Let's look at the third sprue right now. The third sprue is a lot more interesting. We have the entirety of the interior molded right here. Though what I am really interested about is the decision of molding the seats all in a single piece right here. Though they do not look bad, they do not look really on par with the rest of the model. At least I think those are the seats. Here we have the pilot and the co-pilot seats. They look alright, nothing too special. The engine outtakes are subpar, I would say. Not sure if this is due to ICM or Revell molding. The tires are very nicely molded, that I have to admit, though there still is some flash to go around. Here is for the gear bay parts, quite nicely molded. nothing wrong here. So let's look at the last sprue. This is the last sprue. It's pretty much identical to the first sprue, with a part of the wings, the upper parts, and this one features the left side of the fuselage. There seems to be quite a bit more flash to go around, and notice that these pieces, these pieces tend to be quite flimsy. You see, so they might break during transportation. I hope Revell looks into this in future. They should put a bar on top here. So we also have the clear plastic parts to look at. So here are the clear plastic parts. These ones include details for the control panel, speedometer, and of course the cockpit. They are very nicely molded. I hope you can see the details here, and they are quite clear as well. And thin, very thin to boot. I have to be quite careful when dealing with these parts. Now let's take a quick look at the instructions and the decals. Here are the instructions. They're fully in color as part of all the new Revell model kits. The new Revell model kits are identified by their black outside, same as here. They have this little texture. Old ones will still have black and white instructions. So pretty standard instructions, some warnings and some tips here on the left side to know what to use. Here are the colors you will need for this model bit. Not very much, so it shouldn't be too complicated. Pause if you wish to know more about them. We also have a really nice part overview right here, as Revell usually does it with their model kits. And the build goes on. It's a standard 1:72 plane build, nothing too extravagant. So yeah, it shouldn't really be a problem to deal with this. Though you do need to take into consideration what not to glue and what to glue, since I've noticed that there are quite some things that you will need to cut out slightly and modify to your liking. And on the last page right here we have a full in color view of the decals and the paint scheme. It's a classic German early war paint scheme with RLM 70 and 71. That's it for instructions. Let's look at the decals. These are the decals. As I mentioned before, they come with a small protective film sheet. They have a matte finish and they are printed by Cartograph most likely, since they're printed in Italy. Since they're only one paint scheme, there aren't many decals. They do include a decal for the small control panel, which is quite nicely printed out, as you can see. Also, all the text is readable, which is a small detail that I like very much. There are no paint bleeds, and these shouldn't be a problem when applying. So let's give my closing thoughts on the model. This is a great model kit made by ICM and Revell. I would recommend to both experienced and novel modelers. The one problem I'm left with this model is the accuracy of the interior, since it's kind of lacking, and experienced modelers may want to look at some of the crew layout and the accuracy in the interior and modify themselves. Other than that, this is a great model kit, and for the price of only €8, you can't go wrong with it. So, I hope you enjoyed my small review. If you did, leave a like, comment, whatever. If you didn't, leave a dislike. So, I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you all next time. Bye bye.